Good morning everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you everything I eat in a day like normal, and I also have a pretty busy work day, so I'm going to take you guys through that. I actually just came upstairs to get my camera because I've been filming some recipe videos and I just have one more recipe to film. It will actually be the last recipe video that I have to film in 2017, so I'm very excited to get it out of the way. It's still morning time. I just did yoga and took a shower. I haven't had anything to drink yet, but I want to get an early start because like I said, I have a lot of other stuff to do, so let's go downstairs. So I already have everything pretty much set up. I showed you guys my lights in a last recent video, as well as all the equipment that I shoot with. Have my electric cooktop right here that I'm going to be using, and then I prepped all of my ingredients. I'm going to be making some spinach and mushroom vegan quiches. So I'm going to go ahead and get a start on that, and then while I'm working with that, I'll probably drink my normal breakfast situation like my tea, my greens powder, etc. I've shown you guys in past videos, so I'm not going to show you here, but I'll definitely show you breakfast when I make it. I'm not sure where that will be in the scheme of this filming, but let's go. So I just made the most fancy AF breakfast. It's like a chocolate pudding and coconut yogurt parfait with frozen mamey sapote on top, dried cranberries, and cacao nibs. Oh, actually it's a carob parfait because I wanted to use carob powder and I want it to be even more extra. So the recipe for this is actually super simple. It just sounds really fancy. I'll show you. So for the base of the chocolate pudding, I used black sapote. So this is what a black sapote looks like when you get it fresh. It's sort of like bright green and it's pretty hard. And then once it's ripe, it gets like really dark. And as you can see, like when you press on it, it indents. So it is literally like this color in the fruit, and it's super soft, super luxurious. It doesn't taste like chocolate, it has a really velvety texture to it. And if you're curious of where to get these, my friends, Rain and Adele, they're small business owners. They own Miami Fruit. They ship exotic fruit anywhere in the US. So I'll link it below if you guys want to check them out. So I just did one of these, mixed with some almond milk and carob powder until it was like a pudding consistency. Then I layered it in a parfait with some of this coconut yogurt. So I don't know how many of you guys are big on Instagram or whatever, but this coconut yogurt, it's called the Coconut Cult. I've seen several different bloggers post about it and I'm always like, oh my gosh, that yogurt looks really good. But it's also, literally, I'm not kidding, $25 a jar. So the reason why it's so expensive is that their only ingredient is really pureed coconuts and it's certified vegan. But then they add a bunch of probiotics, so many probiotics. I think it's like 400 billion. They only recommend starting out with 2 tablespoons to start and slowly building up, because if you eat too many, well, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten too many probiotics before, but that's what happens. So they reached out to me and offered to send me some. And I was really curious, like, honestly, I was like, I'm never gonna pay $25 for this in the store unless I know if it's good or not. So they sent me some and I tried it, and I hate to admit it, but it's actually really good, guys. I don't know if I would buy it on a regular basis, but like maybe if it was my birthday and I was feeling myself, I would actually go buy one of these jars. But it's really good. It's like nice and tangy, and it kind of like tingles on your tongue because I think there's so many probiotics in it. Also, I'm sorry if you guys can hear the construction. I don't even know what the people in my apartment complex are doing right now. And there's a timer, you know, just lots of noises today. Yeah, and then I just had some mamey sapote that I also got from Miami Fruit in my freezer. So I layered it into this little parfait, topped it with a bunch of goodies. I'm gonna eat this for breakfast, and I am almost done filming my videos. My spinach and mushroom quiches came out of the oven and I just had to let them sit in for a little while. I'm pretty happy with how they came out, so I just have to film an in shot for this, and then I have to photograph this and 2 other recipes for a blog post. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. So now, like I mentioned earlier, I'm just shooting some of the recipes. So I moved my photography board over to the window because I prefer to shoot in natural light. And then these are some chickpea chocolate chip cookies. And then after I finish those, I have to do my quiches. And then I made some baked oatmeal bars as well. Here is the final shot of the quiches. Isn't that crazy? To me, that looks like so eggy. And are these even quiches, guys? I feel like they might be frittatas because they don't have a crust. But either way, I just finished shooting the 3 recipes. And now I'm gonna try this quiche. All right, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up. That's gonna take a while. And then I have to shoot a few more photos for different projects. But once I get around to eating lunch, I will let you guys know. But I'm gonna eat this quiche first. So while I was working, I ate another one of those frittata quiche things. And now I have my lunch, which is also a very bougie AF. It's actually just a bunch of leftovers though. I made a soup using purple sweet potatoes because I had a bunch and they were going to go bad. So I just added some coconut milk, curry powder, ginger, garlic, and onion to that. And then I had some leftover like a cashew, turmeric, garlic cream that I drizzled on top. And then I also had a few random leftover chickpeas that were left over from a recipe. So I just popped those in the air fryer really quick so they got crispy. And then I added some hemp seeds just to give the dish more texture. And this was my Instagram photo. I like sprinkled my roasted chickpeas around to make things more interesting, but in reality I'm just going to use some like croutons in the soup. So this is my actual lunch. I don't know about you guys, but I seriously do love pureed soup, but I'm also the kind of person who just can't really drink a whole meal. Like if I just had a juice as a meal, I definitely wouldn't feel satisfied for very long. So that's why I like adding crunchy condiments to my soups, because then you still chew it and it feels more satiating, and it also just adds like an extra textural element, you know? So I got my soup here and I got my computer. I'm going to be doing some work, answering emails, editing, that kind of stuff. And I'm also going to be drinking a glass of Pink Lady Apple Healthy Kombucha in my fancy glass. Look at this dude. His chest hair is intense. So here we have another lazy meal. I had some of my sweet potato, red lentil, and peanut stew left in the fridge. This is actually one of my favorite recipes on the blog, so I just heated that up. And then I also air fried some broccoli and topped it with some cilantro, and you really can't see it, but it's all on top of a bed of raw greens. I like adding the warm stew to it because it kind of like wilts them, but it doesn't make them like too wilted. Also, I just want to say that I recently got an air fryer and it's been like my lazy girl's, I don't even know. I just really like it because you cook vegetables for like 10 minutes and then they get super crispy and it's just like roasting it, except it's a little bit better. I didn't want to get an air fryer because I thought it was overhyped and it like did the same thing as an oven, but now that I have one, I realize it doesn't do the same thing as an oven, but just makes your veggies super crispy in like half the time. So I really like it, but I'm going to enjoy this and I'll probably have a snack because yeah, but I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, I'm laying on my bed, so I feel like this is a really weird angle, but I actually just finished filming some video intros. So I finished my dinner and then afterwards I had a little bit of a snack. I had a piece of some baked oatmeal. It's like chocolate peanut butter banana with some mandarin oranges. I have been absolutely obsessed with mandarin oranges recently. I bought a giant box from BJ's and it's like half gone, and I bought the box 3 days ago. But I just had that topped with some peanut butter as a snack, and then I went for my evening walk. Then I came back from my walk, and since it was dark I could use my lights, which I guess you can see. I just set them up in my room, and I just filmed some video intros, and now I have to edit one of those and post it for my video tomorrow. Yeah, and it's almost 9 o'clock at night. I've been working pretty much since 9 a.m. I'm not proud of the fact that I worked for 12 hours today. That's actually one of the things that I really want to work on. I don't know if you guys can tell from my videos, but I'm kind of a perfectionist and I always like to push myself and like give 100%, more like 110% effort into everything. But I'm also totally a workaholic, and I will admit this. I often work like 7 days a week and more than 8 hours a day. But like I do love my job, and I think that's one of the harder things about being an entrepreneur, is that especially with social media, it seems like everyone is working so hard all the time, so you feel like you have to work so hard all the time and you never let yourself have a break, or at least that's what I've been doing. But that's definitely one of my resolutions for the new year, is to work less and sort of get everything in check and take more time to relax, because for me right now, excuse me, it's just really hard for me to sit somewhere and do nothing. I don't know why, but it is. So though, that is everything that I'm going to eat today. I'm probably just going to drink some water, try to quickly edit this video, and then go to bed. I'm excited to sleep. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I feel like I said, I have been working a lot right now, but it's also because I've been posting a video every day, and I'm going to be doing it for 25 days straight. So like, that's a lot of work. But as soon as the new year comes, I definitely need to get on this and get myself to relax more, do more self-care, you know, because that stuff is important too. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to end it here so I can go and work more. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys, hope you have a great night or day, whatever time of day it is for you. Okay, bye.